Hey guys, my name is Caitlin. Welcome to my channel. If you could tell by the title of this video, I am officially 15 weeks pregnant. I think I just turned 15 weeks 2 days ago on Monday. So finally out of the first trimester. I thought I would do kind of how I felt in my first trimester and how I feel going into my second trimester, and then trying to do some type of update as I progress through my pregnancy. One reason I wanted to start doing this was I do have 2 children, and in no way, shape, or form videoed my pregnancies with them or their births. All I have are picture updates. So I really want to be able to document this and really be able to look back and just savor this pregnancy. More likely than not, this is my last pregnancy. I have really large babies, which I'll get into later. So pregnancy is just really rough on me, and I'm not a big girl, so it's hard, really hard on my body. So like I said, I do have 2 children. I have a son that's 6 and a daughter that's 2. So we're not sure what we're having just yet, but very soon we will know. So really excited to see what this little tiebreaker babe is. But before I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna talk about how I felt during my first trimester, and kind of things that happened, because my first trimester was pretty eventful. So to start off, I found out about 5 weeks into my pregnancy, between the 5 and 6 week mark, that I was pregnant, which has been pretty typical for, you know, my previous pregnancies. So no surprise there. And I told Brandon, my fiance, that we were expecting again, and he was super excited. And we told our families pretty quickly. One, we had some trips planned out where it was going to be hard to hide the fact that I was pregnant. So we told them pretty early on, probably a couple days after we found out, just so that they were in the know. Both of our families are super excited for another little baby, especially our parents. They love the kids, love all their grandbabies, so this is just an exciting time for everybody. Fast forward a couple weeks, I went and took a trip in California to visit my family. That's where I'm originally from. So went out there, spent 2 weeks with my family, did all the fun summer stuff with them, came home. We stopped at Brandon's parents' house, and I started bleeding. So immediately got nervous and waited a day to see if it would stop or continue to get worse. Scheduled to go see the OB. At this point I was 10 weeks or almost 10 weeks pregnant, and ended up going into the hospital to be checked out, and found out I have the same condition that I had with my daughter, which is a subchorionic hemorrhage. With her, I had 2 really small hemorrhages, which do cause you to bleed if they rupture. And with this one, I have one really large hemorrhage, which was causing me to bleed even more, which was more concerning for me this time around than with Emma. However, my OBGYN is amazing and took absolute care of me and got everything situated. I got put on medication. I don't know if there's anybody in this community that has gone through the same issue, but more often than not, they put you on progesterone to really just sustain your uterus and just really help the pregnancy become to make sure that you're viable still and that you don't have a miscarriage. Having these hemorrhages doesn't automatically mean you can have a miscarriage, but there is a slight chance, from what I've been told. I've tried not to do too much research on it because honestly, I'm freaked out enough by all the bleeding that if I read stuff, I just get sucked into the dark, you know, spiral of worry, and I don't need to be any more worried than I already am. So from what I understand, it could go either way. You can either have a miscarriage or you could be totally fine in your pregnancy. And thankfully, we're at a point now where it's not something that we have to worry about. First trimester, I was very tired. So tired. And I had no energy. I literally slept like the dead, did absolutely nothing. I would wake up to eat or make food for the kids, and then I would lay back down and fall asleep and wake back up, and just so exhausted. And I was also really nauseous, and not very many things sounded good to me except for eggs. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why eggs were my go-to for pretty much the full first trimester. So, side note, egg tacos are the best, and that's literally what I ate every day. So many eggs. Anywho, not many cravings besides the eggs. I still do. I have a pretty bad meat aversion, cooking meat. So if it's raw, I cannot stand smelling it while it's cooking. So Brandon has had to help a lot with the meat. If it's something that I can't throw in a crock pot or on our little grill and walk away, the smell just makes it to the point where I don't even want to eat whatever it is that we're cooking. Really just weird food aversions, smell aversions. Everything just kind of just smells so wrong. Not so much anymore. It's still meat. Meat still bothers me quite a bit. Even deli meat, like the smell of deli meat just is not appetizing. But been through my first trimester and even up till now, fruit. So eating lots of fruit and veggies if I can handle it. Trying to just be as healthy as I can this pregnancy and not gain a lot of weight like I did with my two other ones. So really trying hard to be healthy and not give in to the bad cravings. I'm trying to think what else happened in my first trimester. This pregnancy has gone by so fast. I don't know if there's anyone else that has had 3 children and can vouch for this, but by the 3rd pregnancy, everything just flies, and I honestly can't remember everything. I think that's it for my first trimester. Yeah. I guess going into my 2nd trimester, so the past like 2 weeks now, I haven't really had too bad of food aversions. Eggs kind of became gross to me. And chicken has been my jam. I love chicken. Anything chicken. Chicken for breakfast too. It's weird. I can't handle the weird cravings and not eating like normal breakfast food. Anyways, we were able to see, get an ultrasound at 10 weeks of the baby. I am scheduled in 4 weeks for our anatomy scan. We are going to find out what we're having, so I'm super excited about that. We're gonna have a small little reveal with our family, so nothing too crazy, nothing too big, but definitely I'm excited to see their reaction. Everybody's kind of already thrown in their bets to what they think we're having. And they keep asking me how I feel, and to be completely honest with you, as a mom, I don't really care what the gender is of my children. I just care if they are healthy and, you know, thriving throughout the whole pregnancy and birth. So while I am excited to find out what it is, I could also forego finding out. But my family and Brandon's family might kill us if we don't find out. So just to be able to plan a little bit better and make sure that we get the appropriate things that we need for this child, we're gonna find out what it is. And I definitely don't feel pressured to find out, but I'm a planner too, just like our family, so I like to know what's going on and what type of things to buy. I mean, we could buy gender neutral, but I mean, we tend to buy gender neutral for any like gear, so crib, activity center, bedding, that kind of stuff tends to be pretty gender neutral. I try not to go too crazy with all the boy stuff or all the girl stuff. With Emma, my daughter, everybody got a little bit excited because it had been a while since we had a girl in the family, especially a like new baby girl. So everybody went a little stir crazy and bought up all the girl stuff that they could find, which I'm not complaining. It was great to have everything that we did, but it made it dang near impossible to be able to keep or pass on, especially if this next one is a boy. It's just not gonna happen. Also, I'm sure I'll find out as the weeks progress, but another thing that my doctor talked to me at my last visit, which was last week exactly, he said that there is a good chance that with this one, they're gonna pull a little bit early because of the fact that I had so many issues after having my daughter, that they don't want me to have the complications that I did with her to happen again. So with her, she was 10 pounds, 5 ounces. And honestly, her delivery was not bad. And I don't know if I'll do like a story time or kind of like talk about her birth and delivery. Same thing with my son's. But my body cannot handle such large babies that 5 weeks after I had her, I started having really bad hip pain and found out that I had fluid buildup around the nerves in my hip, and there was nothing they could do about it. So to try to avoid that and avoid having another 10-pounder, they have been talking about pulling this baby just a little bit early. Its due date is February 15th, which is just a couple days after my daughter's birthday. So if they want to pull this one a week or two early like they're suggesting, definitely want to see more what the doctor says. I'm not holding my breath that they're gonna pull this one early. If they did, and again, we could avoid a 10-pounder, I am all for it. I know that that might seem selfish in some ways, but to be completely honest, I don't want to have to go through the same problems that I did with Emma, because I was not able to be a good mom. I was on such heavy narcotics. I was sleeping, not able to take care of her or my son or even get out of bed. I couldn't even walk normal. So very, very hard time. If this is something that can prevent that again, I am all for it. And obviously taking in my doctor's advice and recommendations, you know, going along in this pregnancy. It's going to be something that we have to watch week by week as I pass 30 weeks. So I'm sure we'll talk more about that as the weeks progress. But for now, this is where I'm going to end. I really hope that you guys enjoy these type of updates. I'm going to try to do these as often as I can, or as new things happen and progress in this pregnancy. If you like this video, please, please, please like and subscribe. I'm so excited to be here and doing this, doing YouTube. This has been a dream of mine for years and I just haven't ever done it. So please, please, please reach out, leave a comment, let me know if anything, you know, pertained to you. I'm very, very excited, like I said. So bye guys, I will see you in our next video.